All right, in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can get your track ready to be sent to a mastering engineer. Before we get started, make sure you look in the description below and grab my free mix training. It's a half-hour training. It'll save you a lot of time, money, and frustration. So make sure you look in the description below and grab that. Also comes with other free downloads as well. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, first things first, you want to make sure that you take everything off of your main channel, your mastering channel. If you're using Ableton or whatever you're using, you just want to go ahead and take everything off of here because it's really up to the mastering engineer. You're going to want to send them just the raw mix. So make sure you do that. And the next thing I want to talk about is Headroom and why it doesn't really matter. I often see people ask if they should have like -6 dB of Headroom, and really the answer to this is Headroom doesn't matter because when you export, you can send to the mastering engineer, and if they need Headroom to work with, they can just turn your track down and then add, when they do the mastering, it's going to go back up. And so what you want to look out for though, is you just don't want to have anything that's in the red or really peaking. And so if you're working on a track, like for me, when I'm producing and when I'm mixing, and by the way, I've got a lot of mixing plugins that are missing because I had to reinstall Windows, unfortunately. So I'm still working on that. But if you had a track and you had, let's say that you were to play a synth and this over here was going in the red, or you heard any audible, unwanted distortion because the tracks were too loud, well, you'd want to just go ahead and turn that down. And another quick check you can do is a really easy way to do this. If you go to the loudest part of your track, so for me right here, like let's say this drop section, I'm going to go ahead and play it and then just check out the master fader. So let's go ahead and take a look. So you can see I get up to about -1 dB, and what you really want, you just don't want this to be in red. Honestly though, even if it was a little bit in red and there was no audible distortion, it would be probably okay. But the easy solution for this is you can just take a utility, you can put it on your master channel and then just bring the gain down. And this is honestly exactly what a mastering engineer might do. So as long as nothing's in red, there's no audible distortion, you're good to go. So let's go ahead and check out export settings. So you're going to want to render the whole track, and you should have click this on main. Over here, these options, you can keep all of these off. Normalize, what that does, if you had that on, it's going to normalize your track to get it up to that 0 dB. And like I said, if your track isn't peaking or having audible distortion, honestly, if you had that on, it wouldn't even be a big deal because like I said, mastering engineer could just turn it down. But we're going to go ahead and just leave this off. And I like to do a sample rate of 44,100. Some people talk about having it 48. From the research I've done, 44,100 works just fine. We want to have a WAV file and we want to have it on 24 bits. And the reason for that is because you're going to send a high quality 24-bit WAV file to the mastering engineer. After he's done mastering, he's going to send back likely a 16-bit mastered file, and then it's ready to get uploaded to streaming services or sent to record labels, things like that. Dither options, go ahead and do no dither because once again, the master engineer, if he decides to do any dithering, is going to go ahead and do that during the mastering process. This create analysis file I think comes on as well automatically. You can just go ahead and leave that off. And that's pretty much it. So really it's simple. Make sure there's nothing on your main channel. Make sure there's no audible distortion or your track's not peaking anywhere. Really simple. And then the export settings I just sent you, export it to a WAV and then send to your mastering engineer and you're good to go. Okay, pretty simple, straightforward. It's not really rocket science, but I see people on Reddit ask this all the time. And if you need a track mastered, I actually am a mixing and mastering engineer. And if you're looking for mixing, I can do that. But I also master tracks as well for only 39 bucks. And I have a really quick turnaround time. So if you want to check that out, look in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you guys again next time. All right, see ya.